Welcome. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Damian Lillard, Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 slot. And for Brooklyn, Griffin is out there with Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Harden. 3-pointer. And Jones pulls it down.
Well, and last season we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double-digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
Now here's Hollis Jefferson, following the miss by Griffin. Lillard against Irving. Back to Lillard. 5 to shoot. Good on the bucket.
And whether he's creating for himself or spotting up, Lillard's jumper is whizzing.
The Nets still looking like they're getting going. It's a 5-point game. Harden scanning the floor. Jordan against Nurkic. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And that's what Jordan does best. An extremely lethal dunker.
Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Now, here is Irving. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Harden against Lillard. Down low. Here's Covington. Griffin against Lillard. And again, it's Portland converting.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. Drops in the tray.
What confidence from Harden. He's a lethal three-point shooter. He knows he has the green light.
Lillard, the pass to Jones. Back to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Pass to Nurkic. A rebound by the Nets.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around. He could have attacked the basket.
Good work there as it goes. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, whipping the rim down hard on that one.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Yes, that goes in. Lillard's got 10.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
Harden, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Durant. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Brown. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden.
And the defender had no chance of keeping Durant from going where he wanted. Nice move to free up space.
Lillard with the bucket.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
35 seconds left in the first quarter. KD on the wing. Stolen by Collins. And now Portland on the break. Simons, the pass to Lillard. Here's Simons. Trying to find Canner. Gets it to him. Out to the wing. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Well, known for his unique personality, Cantor also remains a solid role player, someone his teammates enjoy playing with.
It's Durant on the wing. And then Durant with the jam.
Oh, nice slam right there from Durant to finish off the play. He's just really good at converting those plays strong.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Ladies and gentlemen. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys. What do you think they're doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Brown. Joe Harris is out there with Durant, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Dinwiddie attacking. Basket good. Dinwiddie's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Simons. Oh, he delivers that with force.
I cannot believe that.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Here's Claxton. That shot, no good. Excellent D from Cantor. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Green, he's checked in for the Nets. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Brown. Norman Powell's checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Anthony Simons. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Powell finds McCollum. And here's Cantor. It's hauled in by Claxton. Outside, Green. Nets passing it around. Dinwiddie passes to KD. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
McCollum against Dinwiddie. McCollum dishes to Cantor. Tries it from the top of the key, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. McCollum's got his first 2 points.
Well, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Outside, KD. Now the pass to Claxton. Out to the right wing. And Green now, top of the key. Pass to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Claxton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Enes Kanter. Now the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it, just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Dinwiddie outside. He dishes it to Durant. And finished off by KD.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Cantor finds Powell. Back to Cantor. All sorts of time. No good that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And that's an intentional foul. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Green. Irving's checked in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. And James Harden subbed in for Dinwiddie.
One of the best finishers inside, period. I mean, there's nowhere on the floor Harden can't score from.
Lillard outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Portland, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
A rapper off the court, number 0 from the town, an elite point guard. He has plenty of personality. He's a fun guy to be around.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Jones is checked in. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
He's running wild. They had to call a timeout just to take away at least some of his momentum.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. Irving's checked in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. And it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie.
Oh, you can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over you.
Nets trail by 4. Harden outside. And Jones pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And they go to the intentional foul. For Portland, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Here's Harden. Good D by Jones.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Lillard outside. It's good.
All night long, Lillard has been taking over on the offensive end. I mean, adjusting to every...
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Portland was looking great right away. Dame Lillard, a player who's improved every year. And that should do it.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Damian Lillard out there with Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Covington in a power forward.
Well, this is what Griffin gives you. Excellent vision, excellent decision-making with the ball in his hands.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
And both free throws good for Covington.
You know, this is the type of guy I like, from undrafted to a quality role player. I mean, he has heart. He's gotten better every year. Covington adds a lot to this team. He can let that thing fly, too. He's a fearless shooter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Harden, no good.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup, that'll get the whole team pumped up.
Covington finds Hollis-Jefferson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Harris. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Jordan, and it's sent back by Lillard. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Covington with the ball.
Terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Simons, he's checked in for Portland. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Lillard scanning the floor. Passes it to Simons. Shot clock at 6. Hollis-Jefferson with it. Brown's there. Hollis-Jefferson can't hit. Nets trail by 14, and he's going to get whistled for that foul. Gee, that was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Kevin Durant's checked in for James Harden. Anthony's checked in for Portland.
The ability Durant has to score inside, it puts him over the top when you're talking about the NBA's best offensive player.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Trailblazers leading by 12. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy has no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Outside Griffin. Here's Brown. Nurkic with the block. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Lillard outside. Nurkic trying to get open. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Anthony.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
To the paint, here's Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Are you kidding me with that pass? Okay, Kyrie, that one made my day.
Lillard outside. Anthony on the wing. Misses the 3. Nets trail by 14. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. Brooklyn shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
The determination of Irving. He's a type A personality who just wants to win.
Brooklyn making some changes. Harris is checked in for Durant, and it's James Harden in for Brown. Portland also making some changes. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Robert Covington. And Norman Powell subbed in for Anthony Simons. And that one's good. Lillard's got 32 points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that one.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. 56 seconds left in the third. Canner, high post. Griffin on him. 2 points. That one goes. Lillard's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Right side, Irving. Griffin finds Irving. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Powell, no one around him. It's hauled in by Harris. Nets trail by 18. Here's Irving, and he gets the bucket. Irving's got 8.
Almost impossible to stop on the drive at times. I mean, Irving's penetrating ability, just remarkable.
Pass to Powell. Just 3 on the clock, and that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Green, who's out there with Durant, and it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. To the inside, here's Cantor. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Now, he hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing, he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Here's Llewellyn. Durant down low. Anthony on him. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
What a player. Durant making difficult finishes look second nature. Nothing gets to this guy.
Portland leading by 12. Here's McCollum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
They throw good, McCollum.
Well, consistency is what comes to mind when I think of the power, especially offensively, where he scores in bunches.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Covington's checked in. Durant down low. Defended by Covington. Great positioning on the putback.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And here's McCollum. From the arc, Cantor trying to free himself up. And the basket by McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 15. Durant in the corner. Whistle blows, basket, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Oh, man, the versatility, Durant offense, driving, spotting up, using his post game. I mean, he does it well.
Durant with the steal. Here's Jordan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
And the first one drops.
Man, this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
And Portland making a change here. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Collins. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell, and it's Damian Lillard in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Harden. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, and for a guard, Harden does a ton of damage inside, especially how he gets these foul calls close to the basket.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Portland leading by 7. And now we've got the intentional foul. Timeout called the Nets.
I go out and I do what I want to. On the run through, I'ma need my funds too.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Now, here's Lillard. The pass to Hollis-Jefferson. From 15 feet away, Green with the rebound. And the Nets with possession. They're on a 16-7 run. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooters.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Lillard finds Covington. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Nets have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut to just 5 points in the basket from Irving.
Irving continues to bury big shot after big shot. He just has a knack for stepping up in crucial moments.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
They're jumping on the chance to up their lead at the line.
Irving passes to Harden. And Jones sends it back. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. .107 left in the 4th quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know Harden loves using that shot fake and Euro step because it's so hard for defenders not to bite him.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. Harden hits them both.
And good aggressive basketball in that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Lillard attacking. It's good. Lillard's got 40 points.
And look at that. The touch of Lillard inside. So impressive. He's terrific at generating points.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
At the line for your Nets.
Gets the first. That turns the lead to 6. So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. And Harris subbed in for Green. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. They led by as many as 18 points. Six to shoot. From deep. The rebound by the Nets.
No time to waste on this possession.
Yeah, they got to get into the play fast and execute. It's your only hope.
Good.
When things get tough, you start to lean on your stars, and Durant always seems to come up with a clutch shot.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. 3-point lead. And Lillard kicks to Covington. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Timeout called the Nets. They're behind by 5. 11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, time is of the essence. Basket and a foul. It's got to be the game plan.
Blake Griffin.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Money!
Hard to define the word clutch, and this is Clutch City. The number of ways in which he scores in these moments, just incredible.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game. Now off the inbound. Count it!
Really like seeing Harden take it strong inside. So crafty in how he finishes near the bucket.
And the miss. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And Doris, tonight, two experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game. So let's see how this plays out.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Griffin, Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Jordan in at the center. Giannis outside. Outside Holiday. To the middle. Irving with the steal. Jordan finds Griffin. Goes back up. And it's Jordan with the jam.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination so impressive.
Now here is Holiday. Middleton on the wing. Dishes it to Lopez. Just 5 on the clock. It's up a 3. Jordan with the rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And GA Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Now here's Irving. Goes back up. And Jordan with the layup. Jordan's got his second bucket.
DeAndre Jordan playing a little bully ball on the interior, making that look easy.
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Middleton is doubled. No good that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And Harris wide open. He shoots. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Holiday surveying the floor. Middleton outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that was a big-time finish. Middleton with the strength now to get hit and still complete the play.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Jordan, great positioning on the putback.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
Bucks trail by 6. There's the pass to Middleton. Lopez outside. Offline with his 3. The Nets have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Irving misses. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. No good on the 3.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 6. Middleton against Harris. And stolen by Harris. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Irving. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Bucks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Harden against Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Lopez against Jordan. The shot's good from Lopez.
Nice touch on the jumper from Brook Lopez. This guy is so skilled shooting from the mid-range. Love it.
Now Harden still looking for his first bucket in this one. 43 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. The rebound by the Bucks. Lobs it up for Holiday. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. 23 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Durant for three. Brooklyn gets it back with a new shot clock at 14. Luwawu-Cabarrot takes to Dinwiddie. There's the triple. KD's shot is off. And so it's Brooklyn with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done it. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. We've got Brown, also Green out there, and it's Dinwiddie in at the two-guard spot.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Here's Portis. And they call the foul, so he's got the... And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
This is exactly what you hope for from your point guard, Jeff Teague, unselfishly pulling all the right strings.
Dinwiddie passes to Durant. Steps back and shoots. That shot off. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Outside Portis. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. A three ball. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
How about Kevin Durant on the dribble drive? What to do with this guy? He's got so many ways he can hurt you.
Teague drives in. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to, when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Brooklyn leading by 6. That one goes. Count it.
Boy, do not fall asleep on Kevin Durant. Catch and shoot, forget about it.
Outside Teague. And it's slammed in by Teague.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Connaughton. And a wide open look for Portis. And the shot is long.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
That one good for 2.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Bucks trail by 8. Passes to Nwora. Outside Portis, uncovered. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Outside, KD. Off target from outside. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Here's Portis. The rebound by Luwawu.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Durant with a wide open look. That shot misses. The Bucks go the other way with it.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, doesn't Kevin Durant like to put defenders on their heels, and he gets them to foul? Love it.
And he makes both free throws.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Holiday against Harden. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Jump. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have an 8-point lead. And over to Shaq. What do you think about... Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The rebound by Harden. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 6-point game. Good.
You have to respect the in-between game of Kyrie Irving. Straight up. Yeah, that's how you have to play this guy. You got to play him straight up and be balanced.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of. And then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Kicks it out to Harden. No good with the triple.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Harden surveying the D. For 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Milwaukee the rebound. Middleton outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Lopez right side. And stolen by Jordan. Moving it up. Holiday with the block.
An aggressive defender who pressures ball handlers. Nobody should be surprised to see Holiday sending shots away.
And Irving with the basket on the assist from Harden. And it's 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
The pass to DiVincenzo. And again, the Bucks miss. Nets leading by 6. Oh, Griffin in position. Irving kicks to Harden. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. The Nets also changing it up. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Griffin. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Down low. And slam dunk by Jordan.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
And here is DiVincenzo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin comes in for Green, and it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown. Brooklyn's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Wasted no time on that one. And it's an 11-point Brooklyn lead.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Teague finds Antetokounmpo. Shot to stop the run. And the dunk by Giannis.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush. Harden outside. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. From deep. Offensive rebound, Nets. Outside for Griffin. Takes the three. Milwaukee with the rebound. Connaughton passes to Giannis. Here's Nwora. Fires for three. It's good from long range. Nwora's got himself on the board with three there.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harden drops in the layup for two. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
T kicks to Antetokounmpo. Plays it up and banks it in. Giannis has got 8 points.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They've led by as many as 11 points, setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Luwawu. Durant is out there with Green, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Outside Durant, shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Portis.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Connaughton passes to Teague. Here's Antetokounmpo. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Durant deciding where to go with it. He gets it in there.
Well, you see the assertiveness inside from Kevin Durant. He is so good at finishing in different ways.
Teague left side. Outside Portis. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Giannis against Green. Clock at 6. Giannis kicks to Middleton. The three-pointer off the mark. Nets leading by 6. Green passes to KD. That shot wide open.
Well, those jumpers, they might as well be layups for Kevin Durant. That's his comfort zone.
Middleton outside. Dinwiddie with the steal. Pass to KD. Another one falls for Brooklyn. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Middleton outside. Passes it to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. There's the lob to the hoop. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown, he's checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's Harden in for Dinwiddie.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Green. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Holiday against Harden. To the right side. Shoots it up. No good there. Excellent D there from Holiday. Bucks trail by 8. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
With it. Wide open. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Nets lead by 8.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
And to the Kumbo inside. He's against Jordan. Portis kicks to Giannis. Holiday against Harden. The shot by Holiday, no good. And here's Brooklyn. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. There's 39 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him. Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant comes in for Joe Harris.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
That's it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Poke loose. Back to Middleton. It's hauled in by Claxton. Now Griffin. So it's the Nets picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it. from a will. It's Friday night. And here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. Now here's Jones. McCollum passes to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Plenty of space. That shot, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Here's Holiday. Ring shot on the way. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Now, Drew aggressive there, right? You could see committing to that shot, looking more than happy to rise up and fire.
It's McCollum on the wing. Jones against Middleton. Lillard dishes to Nurkic, and it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. Milwaukee on D. Here's McCollum. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Jones finds Covington. Portland moving the ball around. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Three-pointer, Lillard.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
A shot by Middleton, wide open. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
You don't want to leave Middleton from that area. His mid-range game is on fire, draining those shots often.
McCollum outside, shoots over DiVincenzo. McCollum no good.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Middleton on the wing, defended by Jones. Here's Holiday, shoots from the baseline. Lopez, no luck. For Portland, they've gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Let's start for them. And Jones slams it in.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Lillard against Holiday. Giannis right side. Back to Holiday. And he banks in the layup. Holiday's got his second bucket of the game to go. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Well, great floor awareness says that Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
Now, here's Nurkic. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
And here's Holiday after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. 6 to shoot. Holiday, the pass to Giannis. And no good that time. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. 4-point game.
Now McCollum will blur that time in transition. A quick-footed guard who runs the floor like a gazelle.
Here's Holiday. Following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Now here's McCollum to the wing on the left. Nobody near Lillard. That one wide left.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Now Lillard. This one for three. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And a wide open look for McCollum with nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
Well, the coach has confidence in C.J. taking that shot, and so C.J. has confidence in making it.
And that does it for the first quarter. Bucks. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter is out there with Collins. Then it's Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1. Here's McCollum after the made shot from Bobby Portis. Fires the 3. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from McCollum.
Just so hard defensively to stay after McCollum. He can be elusive, and then he can score from anywhere.
Now here's Teague. Count the basket. Teague's got his first bucket in this one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
McCollum outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, using that lengthy frame right there to draw contact, McCollum really baits the defender into committing that foul.
And so McCollum nails both of them. Bucks leading by 3. Teague, the pass to Connaughton. Back to Teague. Makes it off the glass.
Just a stellar job from Jeff Teague to get hit and still possess the wherewithal to finish off the play.
They double team McCollum. Anthony, no one around. Off target with his 3.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Tucker with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside Collins. Pass to Kanter. Kicks it out to McCollum. Got a hand on it. Here's Norrell. Pass to Connaughton. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Norman Powell's checked in for McCollum. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Bryn Forbes comes in for Teague.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Kanter. Wide open look. Milwaukee with the rebound.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
1:53 left in the first half of the game. And stolen by Portis. The pass to Forbes. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he...
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
Speed burst that time from Middleton, a relentless penetrator and not afraid to take the punishment.
This is his first free throw of the game. Middleton hits them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Lillard the pass to Covington. And Lillard kicks to Covington. Back to Lillard. Can they get it? Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Outside Holiday. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 14. Here's Jones, and Jones slams it home.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Holiday. Portland making their last shot. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around, and the Bucks miss again. And here we go. Here's McCollum. The rebound by the Bucks. Middleton up top. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Lopez has got the lead up to 14 now for Milwaukee.
That's a battle down there. It's one of the reasons Lopez has been in this league for over a decade. Solid effort.
So we read. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the... And that's a...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at center, locking down the middle. Bucks leading by 14. Here's Antetokounmpo, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Each year we get to see Giannis come back from the summer and what he's done to up his game. Get a little bit stronger in the weight room, be a little bit better ball handler, and play a little bit more aggressively. The guy's competing to be one of the best players in the business.
Lillard looking around. The long distance three is buried. Lillard's got his second bucket tonight.
And those are the kind of shots that Lillard, when he gets in these hot streaks throughout the course of a season, gets more and more consistent with.
Middleton against Jones. Lopez kicks to Giannis. Shot clock at 5. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
Now here's Lillard. 6 points for him.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line, just a shade under 90%.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Now here is Holiday. He has 6. Count that one. Holiday's got 8.
Really nice balance, good base, solid rhythm. Holiday can be effective when he's got that kind of stuff from the mid-range going.
Lillard against Holiday. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Outside Holiday. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. To the wing right side. Over in the corner, Lillard. From past the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Giannis. From deep 3-point range, and that's good. Damian Lillard for 3. Lillard's got 10 points here in the second half. Outside Holiday. Pass to Connaughton. The Bucks working the ball around. Holiday against Lillard. And Antetokounmpo.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot clock.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Lillard way outside. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Lillard way outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 10. Lets it go with a 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Holiday's got 13.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Pass to Carmelo. Kanter kicks to Anthony. Outside, Jones. Lillard outside. From deep. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Lopez. And Jones pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 15. Out to the right wing. Kanter kicks to Lillard. 3-pointer. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lopez has got his 6th rebound on the night. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
And so it's Milwaukee out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got McCollum. Collins is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Anthony, and it's Powell in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now here's McCollum. Outside Anthony. The 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. It's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Bucks. Here's Connaughton, covered by Anthony. Passes it to Tucker. Here's Portis. All sorts of time. The shot, no good. Guys, their comeback bid had better get started.
I don't know, guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Here's Connaughton. And there's the pass to Portis. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Bucks lead by 16. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind, and man knows what he's talking about.
And the Bucks with possession here, following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. Teague finds Tucker. Over McCollum. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 18. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Anthony.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
Now here's Teague, and there's the defensive 3-second call.
What's up?
And the technical free throw is good. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Collins. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Damian Lillard in for Norman Powell. Trailblazers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Lillard with the bucket.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Outside Holiday. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Yep, it counts.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Bucks leading by 17. But they'll get another chance. The 3. They get the rebound. Kicks it down to Middleton. Shoots over Covington. Outside Holiday. The tray. Lopez passes to Holiday. Middleton for 3. Portland grabs the miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Bucks.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Lopez finds Middleton. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in it.
Yeah, I'd have to say, guys, I don't think the man upstairs is really focused on the comeback.
Nurkic, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Nurkic has got it back down to single digits for the Trailblazers.
And Nurkic does a great job just keeping the motor running.
And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Portis kicks to T. His three-pointers off the mark. And so the Bucks take the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. it's Harden in at the 1 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the center. Lillard against Harden. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Harden against Lillard. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. To the left wing. From deep three-point range. The shot by Powell, no good. Powell with the steal. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Harden outside. Off target from three-point range. Lillard looking around from outside the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, here's the thing. Irving draws so much attention from the defense. I mean, there's always a guy left wide open.
In Blake Griffin, the combination of power and agility, that guy is a handful inside.
Yes, yeah, he can finish with either hand. He favors that right block, and he's got an array of moves down there to keep it guessing.
Oh, offensive interference. For Portland, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. That's a 2 from Lillard. Covington finds Lillard. Takes a 3. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. The putback. It's good on the putback.
But playing with such physicality on the offensive glass. I mean, Nurkic awesome at slamming misses in.
It's Jordan on the wing. Harden against Lillard. Harden the pass to Griffin. From 7. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
He's superb at finding open teammates. Harden, I love how he looks to shed a rock.
Pass to Nurkic. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Griffin with the steal. Irving with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Outside, Covington. No good from outside. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Irving kicks to Harris. On the wing, Irving. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation for the Trailblazers. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Green, he's checked in for the Nets. To the paint. Back to Cantor. Portland again missing.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
Irving with a clean look. The three-pointer, no good. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
That'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate, McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
And 1:01 left here in the first quarter. Right side, Irving. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. Jordan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Enes Kanter.
Credit to Jordan for finishing in spite of the foul. He never relents on the play.
A different look now for Portland. Jones comes in for Norman Powell. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for McCollum. The Nets also changing it up. Durant's checked in for Harris. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Kyrie Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Dinwiddie with the steal. This is his first chance at the line tonight. That one is off. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And he sinks the second. Trailblazers trail by 5. Now the pass to Cannon. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From deep. No good from Luwawu. Trailblazers have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. The rebound by Jeff Green. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. Claxton no good. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Pushing it up. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Brooklyn ahead, up 4 from Portland. We're back in a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Portland, they've got Anthony. Collins is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in the point. A shot by Harden. Wide open. No good on the triple. Portland trailing here. Kicks it out to Collins. Back to McCollum. Pass to Simons. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Harden. Here's Claxton. He's covered by Kanter. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
Dinwiddie against McCollum. Another shot, and it's blocked. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
He doesn't take his foot off the gas. I mean, Harden attacks the D, either finishes or gets the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Derek Jones comes in for Collins. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for McCollum. And the Nets also making a change. Durant's checked in.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a rollout on his team.
Durant with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play it a little safer.
And the Nets making a change here. Luwawu's checked in. Kanter, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. All alone. The shot misses. The Nets go the other way with it.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that two-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Anthony on the wing. A putback, and Cantor able to finish.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Cantor gets a lot of his points this way.
Now, Dinwiddie. Inside, Durant. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. They trail by 6. He kicks it to Jones, and out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. Powell, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Durant dishes to Dinwiddie. And the 3 off target. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Lillard against Dinwiddie. Covington kicks to Lillard. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now. Great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
We've got 1:08 left in the first half of basketball. There's the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. For 3, Durant. Powell pulls it in. Trailblazers trail by 8. Feeds it to Covington. It's stolen by Green. Here's Dinwiddie. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Lillard. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
But Lillard is used to getting pushed around. Got to admire how he muscles it in regardless.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. 23 seconds left here in the second. Outside for Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Lillard against Dinwiddie. From deep three-point range, it'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Lillard.
And you can tell Lillard loves to test his range. I mean, he's showing how confident he is pulling the trigger.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nets lead by 5. And now let's catch up with Dave. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. And that should do.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been quite a game so far for DeAndre Jordan.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing up on whatever the defense gives up.
So for Brooklyn now, Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Hitch. And it's Griffin in at the power forward. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
That's a solid blueprint. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Baseline try. Lillard again missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Nurkic with the block.
Now, his coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrating that he could be an anchor on the defense.
Lillard outside. Kicks it to Covington. Back to Lillard. Passes it to Powell. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Damian Lillard.
You better play up on Lillard at all times, especially when the pass is coming his way. You got to know he's ready to shoot once he catches it.
Harden scanning the floor. Fires it up. Nice D from Lillard.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
The shot by Powell, no good. Brooklyn leading by 5. Here's Jordan. And the rebound by Nurkic.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay.
It's tipped. Powell kicks to Covington. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And he comes up with the deuce.
What a dead eye McCullough is from that range. Such a tremendous feel for the mid-range jumper.
The Nets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Harden outside. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Jordan finds Griffin. Back to Jordan. Here is Harden. Defended by Covington. From deep. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds here tonight, and he lobs it up toward the rim, and the dunk by Powell.
And I like what I see from Covington. I mean, he just doesn't look to shoot. He's good at passing, too.
1:39 left here in the third quarter. It's Harden with the drive, and the jam by Harden.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
And here's McCollum for 3. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Irving for 3. Damian Lillard pulls it in.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
For the tie, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. 59 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Harden outside. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Oh, that's just fantastic concentration by Harden. Taking the hit like a champ, draining the shot.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Durant's checked in for Harris. And it's Luwawu Cabarro in for Irving. Here's Anthony. And he finishes nicer on the layup.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Here is Harden. 11 points in the game. Launches it. They get it back. Claxton. Here's the 3. And the Nets miss again. Now the feed to Carmelo. Pass to Simons. Right wing. There's Hollis Jefferson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Up the floor. Harden with room to shoot. Off target with that shot. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Brooklyn ahead, leading by just 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Anthony is out there with Norman Powell. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Collins. And it's Simons in at the point guard. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Claxton with the bucket.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Anthony up on top. And the pass to Simons. Anthony down low, guarded by Green. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Just 2 to shoot. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Pass to KD. It's stolen by Anthony. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. McCollum passes to Carmelo. Feeds it to McCollum. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Always good to see solid interior work by McCollum. I mean, he might earn himself some extra space on his outside jumpers when he gets inside points like this.
Dinwiddie outside. He feeds it to Durant. Powell with the steal. To the inside. Here's Collins. Got a piece of it. And he gets it back. Passes to Simons. Powell for 3. He doesn't hit that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And this is why Durant is a top talent. His ability to score even while getting fouled. An impressive athlete.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Nurkic checked in for Collins. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Nets leading by 4. Lobs it up for Jordan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Powell. Finished off the break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Timeout called, the Nets. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Evan will see if they can make that adjustment.
He's got bad shots. This is the time to work the ball inside to get the best shot possible. I mean, that's the way to make the comeback happen.
KD against Lillard. In the corner, it's Griffin. Clock at 4. There's the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Harden attempts more threes than just about anyone, and you don't get that kind of leeway unless you knock him down.
Jones kicks to Lillard. McCollum outside. Lillard outside. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Poked away. The feed to Lillard. From deep. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Now, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Now, here is Harden. Five to shoot. From deep three-point range. Let's keep it alive. Jordan. Harden outside. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And the Nets lead by 8.
Oh, I love how Harden pulls once he gets the ball. If you play off him just a little bit.
Nails the triple.
Clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
The Nets on offense. Harden with it. It's Durant on the wing. They get it back. Harden outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
Good luck in stopping Harden tonight. Another classic performance from the ultimate scoring machine.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a run-up. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. The starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Brooklyn, Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Griffin, and it's Jordan in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Lopez. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
Irving for three. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
As dead-eye and outside shooter that we have in the league, Irvin has the ability to scorch you from there.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Pass to Holiday. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. Here's Harris. That shot is off. The Bucks go the other way with it. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Buries it from three-point range.
Presence of mind, really important. You know, this game is more mental than physical. And Middleton is a guy who stays in the moment. He's exceptional at knocking down a good shot off a good pass.
Deflects the pass. Harden against Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With the shot. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. Luwawu is checked in for the Nets. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. High post Lopez. And Luwawu-Cabarrot is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Irving. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Durant's checked in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Middleton with it. Guarded now by Durant. And it's blocked by Jordan.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
Step back shot. And he hits the jump shot.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Dinwiddie with the steal. Tries from 16, and the basket is good.
Methodical and productive from mid-range. Few players in the NBA shoot it like Kevin Durant.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and he lays it straight in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Dinwiddie, and that one drops for him.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee, trailing by 2. Middleton left side. From past the arc. Here's Lopez. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Lopez has got his second basket of the game.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
1:19 left to play in the first quarter. Passes it to KD. Shot clock at 6. The 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Giannis. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Antetokounmpo going to work inside. Yeah, he's 6'11", but he's also relentless.
The pass to KD. it up for Jordan. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And here's Holiday. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He lobs it up, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Here's Durant. Great D that time for Middleton. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face night in and night out.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Brooklyn now, Harris is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in at center. Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Harris. Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
It's stolen. One-on-one here. Here's Green. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Green's got his first points of the night.
Well, you can rely on Durant to do it all. I mean, he'll produce on his own, but he also works really hard to find his team shots as well.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Portis. Now the dish to T. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Excellent. Outstanding control in the pick and roll. Teague knows how to pick apart a defense when he's operating with the ball in his hands there.
Dinwiddie passes to KD. From deep. The long distance three is buried. KD's got 9.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
Portis finds Tucker. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that ability to play in space is so vital.
Boy, that was a masterful read from the talented Harden. I mean, he's at his best when he's attacking in the open court. Nobody better.
Holiday looking for an opening. And Tucker kicks to Middleton. 5 to shoot. To end the run. Tucker. Brooklyn with the rebound. And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition. Nobody near Irving. And it's off from three-point range. Bucks trail by 5. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to Portis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Durant. Blake Griffin comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Harris subbed in for Bruce Brown. DiVincenzo against Harden. He dishes it to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
DiVincenzo against Irving. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Left side Portis, and stolen by Jordan. And Harris wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 5-point game. First trip to the line for him here.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%.
No good on the free throw.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. Harden surveying the D. Pass to Griffin. Harden against Teague. Harden outside. Over Teague. And Lopez pulls it down. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Harden outside. Lets it go with a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got the lead up to 5 now for Brooklyn. Teague with a clean look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. And as great as James Harden has been, his game has attracted its share of critics. They say flops or travels or that he dominates the ball. Jack, what do you think?
Listen, haters gonna...
That's all for now. Say goodbye.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. At the forward spots, it's the 2 Antetokounmpos, Vanassis and Giannis. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Teague. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. For 3, Harris. They get it again.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Teague, the pass to Connaughton. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He's got 8. Pass to Teague. And Antetokounmpo inside. Griffin on him. And it's blocked by Jordan. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Come get it.
Teague against Harden. Lobs it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Boy, this is where Jordan really does most of his eating. Finishing after setting a solid screen.
Teague deciding where to go with it. To the paint, Lopez. The kick out to Teague. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Back to Teague. The three ball trying to get open is Lopez. No good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Harden finds Griffin. Back to Harden. Irving against Antetokounmpo. Harden outside. From deep three-point range, Antetokounmpo pulls it in and stolen by Jordan.
Boy, Jordan's still going up. Man, he's been lighting up arenas for over a decade and still major bounce.
Griffin with the steal. The finish. And finished off by Griffin.
Well, anyone looking for highlights? Because you just found one. How about the creativity there in the air?
Griffin against Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff.
Guys, some pride bubbling up right there. He wasn't about to be outshone.
Harden against Teague. Harden outside. Takes a three. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Holiday. Misses off the left iron.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Durant's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
Just was a step beyond the half-court line. Durant a threat to let it fly. Great range.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Outside, KD. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Dinwiddie. From the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. And they're on the break. Here's Connaughton. The rebound by Luwawu.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
KD on the wing. There's the pass to Luwawu. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Pass to Tucker. Here's Portis. And the three ball is good. Portis has got 5 now.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nets lead by. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Brown. Green is out there with Griffin. Then there's Harris. And it's Irving in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Back to Tucker. Dishes it to Holiday. Pass to Middleton. The three for DiVincenzo. The offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Passes it to KD. Rebound, Milwaukee. Middleton outside. Over in the corner, Portis. Outside, Holiday. And Middleton now atop the key. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Durant with a wide open look. Up again. And Dinwiddie stays with it. And the Nets lead by 5.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday. He's off on that one. A clear look here for Middleton. That misses off the backboard.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Jordan kicks to Harris. The pass to Harden. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Harden way outside.
And Teague knows how to mix it up on defense, too. Now, an active defender who does his best to smother shooters.
Count the bucket, and he's got... And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Antetokounmpo against Griffin. Antetokounmpo, no good. Brooklyn leading by 5. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Holiday's checked in. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Now Harden. Back to KD. 4 on the shot clock. Now here's DiVincenzo. Stolen by Harden. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're down by 5. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, DeAndre Jordan.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, He just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every play.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. We're going to make a move. It's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it, Kevin.
Lock at 6.
Well, in my mind, KD is one of the top 10 all-time guys that you want taking that shot. His length, his ball handling, his shooting, and his confidence makes him huge in late-game situations.
Pass to Middleton. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Count it!
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it, that's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Harden against Howard. Now here's Harden. Defense is right there. Launches a 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Seconds left in the game.
And you know what? Smart foul. We got to try and extend the game.
Do it. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they got to try to manage it.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off. He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well,
thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight. It's Powell in at the small forward position. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Now here's Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. Nurkic in the post. Lopez covering. And Nurkic gets it to go.
Nice shot selection there. Nurkic finding a shooting window and making that one count.
Outside Holiday. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And a deep three from Lillard. The shot that time not on target. The Bucks go the other way with it. The three kept alive.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Here's Lillard. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. The three-pointer is right on target.
fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Can they get it? Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's rebounded by Covington. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Lillard. Nurkic in the post. Lopez is there. Puts up a 3. The shot by Powell, no good. The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Middleton for 3. No good on that one. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
And that one's good by Giannis.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
There's 1:54 left in the first. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. Outside Holiday. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Fast break, Milwaukee. Lopez finds Giannis. Off target with his 3. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. Trailing here by 8. And Lillard gets it to go.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Outside Holiday. .50 seconds left to play in the first.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Powell for 3. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Middleton. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Holiday against Lillard. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane there, hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Beyond the arc. Drills the 3-pointer. Antetokounmpo's got 9.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And we'll be right back after...
I think the most important lesson that I got is that...
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
On the floor for Portland, we've got Anthony. He's out there with Derek Jones. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 1. Outside Portis. Teague feeling it out a bit. Tucker tips it back in. Tucker's got his first 2 points of the night.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Outside, Jones. Got a piece of it. And now it's Teague running. He can go all the way. Tucker, the pass to Nwora. Here's Portis. Here's Nwora. Defended by Jones. Here's the three. Portland grabs the miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Here's Anthony, and he uses the glass on the layup. Anthony's got 4 this quarter. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
6 on the shot clock. Teague can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 7. There's Hollis Jefferson, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for Jeff Teague. Zach Collins checked in for the Trailblazers. McCollum comes in for Anthony Simons. Holiday attacking, and Tucker kicks to Holiday. Shoots over Hollis Jefferson. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Anthony, the pass to Hollis Jefferson.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
And for those of you just joining us, in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And Holiday, here we go. Here's Portis. No good, unable to end this run.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively. So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
1:33 left in the second quarter. Connaughton kicks to Holiday. And it's in there. Holiday's got his first basket.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Portland also making some changes. Robert Covington's checked in for Enes Kanter. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Rondé and Hollis Jefferson.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
Lillard from outside hands it from downtown. Lillard's got 7 points.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
36 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Collins kicks to Powell. Lillard against Teague. From deep. And it's Lillard missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the show.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and it was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 9 points, 10, and that should do it.
We've got second-half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 3-point game. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Gets a hand on it. Rebound by Nurkic. The Trailblazers shooting well. They're at 45%. McCollum dishes to Covington. Kicks it out to McCollum. Nurkic, the pass to McCollum. For the lead. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. What a shot block by Giannis.
Holiday looking over the floor. Up again.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Here's Middleton, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Middleton's got 8 points.
Yeah, you don't want to leave Middleton from that area. His mid-range game is on fire, draining those shots often.
Kicks it out to Covington. Lillard, right side. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Holiday finds Giannis. A floater. He takes it up and lays it in. And it's a 4-point Bucks lead.
Yeah, Giannis just plays so hard. What's not to like about the approach he has game in and game out?
Back to Lillard. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Holiday.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Back to DiVincenzo. In the corner, Middleton with it. There's the triple. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Trailblazers trail by 4. And a wide open look for McCollum. Portland again missing. Fast break, here they come. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. And a miss there on the triple. Bucks leading by 6. A minute 50 left to play here in the third. Pass to Giannis. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Off target from outside.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Holiday with it. Lillard picks him up. Middleton can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's McCollum. Lopez with the block.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame. A smart block, if you will.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. puts it up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
How about Lopez inside showing some smooth, fluid moves?
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector. Well, this is the area where Cantor can really unleash his offensive arsenal. Difficult guy to defend inside.
Teague, the pass to Lopez. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Trailblazers trail by 4. Out to Anthony. Rebounded by the Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Back to Connaughton. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bucks ahead. They're up by 4. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And it's Jones with the ball for Portland, trailing by 4. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, we've got Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Anthony out there with Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point. Hollis-Jefferson kicks to Kanter. Takes the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Simons has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Trailblazers. Here's Teague. And it's Connaughton atop the key. And Tucker has it in the corner. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Hollis-Jefferson, and he makes good on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Moore. Misses the 3. And for Portland, they're shooting for the game at 42%. And it's Hollis-Jefferson with the jam.
And there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Outside Teague. To halt the run. Can't cash in from close range. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul. A different look now for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Hollis-Jefferson. Here's McCollum. Covington wide open. He fires. That 3 off the mark. Bucks trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Middleton's a high percentage shooter from that area. The reason I can tell, no hesitation on that one.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Collins checked in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. Holiday against Lillard. Down low. Middleton can't get it to go.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Trailblazers leading by 3. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Passes it to Powell. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. That's a 2 from Lillard.
Good defense from Holiday. I like when he uses his speed on that end of the floor, making the release uncomfortable.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. And that'll be his third foul so far. Lillard surveying the D. Collins dishes to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Second chance shot. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Chris Middleton has been waiting for moments like that.
Lillard the pass to Pop. Back to Lillard. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Collins kicks to Powell. No good with the triple.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. And a switch here also for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Zach Collins. Portland leading. DiVincenzo against McCollum. Back to Lillard. And it goes down 2 points.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. Middleton the pass to Holiday. The shot comes out. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Stolen by Holiday.
Points are an absolute must here.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
Middleton against McCollum. To tie it up. Misses the tray. Now Powell dishes to Lillard. From deep three-point range, no good. Ends with a big win by Portland in a tight game. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.